What is going on, beautiful people? Today we're talking about narcissists and body dysmorphia. Do narcissists have a problem with how they look? If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Yeah, welcome back, y'all. I don't know what it is, but that intro just gets me hype. I love it. It seems like some hero music. Like here comes the narcissist hero flying in to save the day. I appreciate y'all being here, though, y'all. So, narcissist and body dysmorphia, y'all. Body dysmorphia, narcissistic people. A lot of narcissists struggle with how they view themselves, how they look in the mirror and things like that. So if y'all are uncertain what body dysmorphia is, it is a mental health condition where a person spends a lot of time worrying about flaws in their appearance. Yes, even the narcissistic people, toxic people that you deal with on a regular basis, that always are looking at themselves in the mirror and just like, oh, I look so good. Look at my arms. Oh, look at my little beard. Look at my dreads. Everything is perfect on me. They are super insecure people who struggle with body dysmorphia. Because they're so consumed with their appearances, they are looking for flaws because they know that they are flawed people. They want to exude the aura of bodily perfection, or body acceptance and whatnot, or facial acceptance, or being okay with how I look. But they're really super insecure people. You know what I mean? They notice their little flaws that other people might not even notice. Like they draw attention to things that people might not notice. It's just kind of like, body dysmorphia is kind of like the Streisand effect. If y'all don't know what the Streisand effect is, it's like when Barbara Streisand a few years ago, some people like they were doing like a study on They was doing a study about erosion on that beach in, I think, California, right? Like how the sand was getting eroded by the water. And they filmed her house because it was on the beach. And she sued them because they filmed her house. Nobody knew about the project until she sued them, and it made the national news. So now more eyes were on it. Like she brought attention to something that didn't have attention to it inadvertently. You shine more eyes on it. And that's what a lot of narcissistic people do. They have the Streisand effect with themselves. They point your eyes towards their flaws by acting like the flaws don't exist. By trying to cover them up. Like, you might not even notice a narcissistic person is going bald. And so instead of just shaving it off or whatever, just dealing with it and just living their life, they'll try to cover it up like that. Instead, I got a bald spot right here. Instead of just being normal and being normal and living my life normally, I try to cover it up. And so now you notice, like, what's going on with your hair? Oh, nothing. You see, I brought attention to it. You don't know my stomach is sticking out, but I brought attention to it. Like narcissistic people struggle with how they look, and some of them, even if you think that they love themselves, and this is what some people don't. A lot of people struggle with putting this together right here. Even if you think that narcissist, toxic person loves themselves, they really struggle with how they look. They focus so much on how they look because they are insecure about how they look. They don't want you to see their flaws. Narcissistic people hate being flawed. They hate it. We hate it. I hate it. I will never see myself the way that other people see me. And I struggle with that. Even when people point out my good qualities, I struggle with that right there. I struggle with when people point out my good qualities, or my shoulders or something like that. I don't think my shoulders look that good. I don't think my arms look that good. I don't think my legs look that good. It's always something nitpicking about my body. I think I feel fat. You 1% body fat. I know 1% body fat doesn't exist, y'all. Well, it might exist, but I feel so fat. I feel so bloated, whatever. But they look like the picture of like a Greek god or goddess. They look chiseled, but they feel fat. They don't see themselves how you see them, but they want you to see that. They want to exude this image that you see me this way. And don't look, if you if you give them a negative comment about their body or how they look, be prepared for it. Be prepared for a lot of backlash. It might not be outright overt backlash. It might be the covert backlash where they just ignore you or give you the silent treatment. They might not yell and scream at you and poke fun at you or just say something negative right back to you. Some of them will just do covert type stuff. They'll give you the silent treatment. They'll be dismissive towards you. They'll be super passive aggressive. Some of them might ghost you without a reasoning behind it. They might absolutely ghost you and disappear on you. That's a possibility as well. That happens a lot of times in these spaces as well, where they will absolutely disappear on you just because they feel like it now. They feel like disappearing, boof, Casper. They become Casper the ghost on you. But like I said, some of them will be overtly angry as hell at you. Well, they'll yell, they'll scream, they'll kick, they'll punch, they'll do all kinds of wildness because they're angry with you, because they're upset with you, because now you hurt them and you hurt them, so now they feel the need to hurt you. Like they feel the need to match it. They want to match your energy. They want to match your energy, for lack of a better word. Lack of a better term, lack of a better phrase. They want to match your energy. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic person that's consistently, it's like there's nothing wrong with going to the gym, y'all. I go to the gym. A lot of people go to the gym. A lot of people work out. A lot of people take care of themselves. But it gets to that point where, like, you see a narcissist that struggles with body dysmorphia or how they actually look. They become obsessive with it. They become super obsessive about their appearance and whatnot because they're trying to mask their flaws. Like a lot of narcissists have this body dysmorphia, but they have external body dysmorphia, but they have internal turmoil as well. Like even internally, we don't like the way we look internally. We struggle with how we look and feel internally. But what we can work on, it's hard to work on the internal if you're a narcissist, but what we can work on? The external. Let me keep my hair dead. Let me get my face beat. Let me go to the gym every single day. I can work on the external to cover up the internal struggle, to cover up the internal mess that is going on, to cover up a lot of this stuff. And this happens. I'm just telling y'all, this happens quite a bit. This is part of it right here. This is why I'm telling people it transitions into being, it can be very toxic. Dealing with narcissists, dealing with toxic people, it happens all the time. So if you're dealing with a narcissist or you dealt with one that has struggled with body dysmorphia, or how they look or how they feel internally, just drop like a little weightlifting emoji in the comment section. I'm just curious. I like to see, I'm just curious to see, because like not all narcissists will get diagnosed with having body dysmorphic disorder or something like that. But a lot of them have signs and symptoms of it because they struggle with their appearance. They will, like I said, they will never ever see themselves how you see them, how other people view them. It's just like almost impossible, but narcissists want to live up to this image. They want to live up to it. So they create this false image of themselves. They create this, they want people to think a certain way. They want people to think a certain type of way about them. So they behave a certain type of way. They try to look a certain type of way. If I can look good externally, you don't know what's going on inside. If I can put a smile on my face externally like this, you see I'm smiling at me. I'm smiling, it means I'm happy. I can mask the inside, you know what I mean? So this happens quite a bit when you're dealing with toxic, narcissistic people. The struggle is real, y'all, and you can't, like, no matter how many compliments you can give them, like the closer, I'm going to say this, the closer you are to a narcissist, the less your comments, the less weight your comments have, your compliments have. The less weight your good, the way you talk, the less weight the good stuff you say about them has. Like, it's weighted so little. It's like the closer you are, the less they give you. So as far as this is concerned right here, and this keeps happening. This happens quite a bit. It's like when you give a narcissist a compliment, it almost seems like it doesn't mean anything to them. But if somebody else, a stranger, compliments the exact same thing that you did, they act all giddy and just outrageously crazy. Like, oh, hey babe. Like if you say to them, hey babe, I love that shirt you have on. They're like, oh, it's normally a blue shirt. I got this blue shirt from the trash heap from the Goodwill down the street. Like, it's nothing special about this shirt. Thanks, I guess. But if somebody else in public were to comment on that shirt, like, hey, I like that blue shirt. It's a very nice color blue. Wow, really? You like this shirt? You see, it feels better coming from other people outside the circle, because it becomes like this arbitrary type of thing. Like, your compliments are supposed to be here. They're hidden. They're supposed to be here. Your compliments are supposed to be a constant in my life. So they're going to feel a certain type of way. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic person that has this struggles with their image, struggles with how they look, this is going to be part of your life dynamic, right? Your life space that you deal with, that you go through. You know, they're always going to take out their flaws, the flaws that they notice. They're going to mask with stuff on the outside, you know, but on the inside, it's going to be terrible. The inside looks a little rough. The inside is going to be tough to deal with in these circumstances, in these situations, you know. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for making it to the end of my vid. You made it this far. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Self-Love Journal on Amazon. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, a Self-Love Journal. And I'm out. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. You are a mental healness rock star, and I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the screen to subscribe to the channel and watch another one of my videos in my playlist. There's also a link available up here for you to purchase my kids' book, Remember It's Not Your Fault, on Amazon. So check that out. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.